Hello Geneva, and welcome to Geneva Works. I'm your host Kevin Starr. Our Public Works Street Division is probably most well known for plowing the streets during difficult winters. However, our crews are busy throughout the year keeping Geneva in pristine condition. Today, we talk with Nate Landers, our new streets superintendent, to learn more about his operations.
Well, my name is Nathan Landers, and I am married with 3 children. I live in Oswego. When I started working for my family's business, Tome Gravel and Excavating out of Aurora. Spent one Saturday a month cleaning trucks and equipment that was available to wash. As I got older, I started being a laborer. Pulled miles and miles of string line for parking lots and road projects, and did a lot of utility potholing to see where electric, water, all that stuff was at. As I continued on with that, I wound up becoming a heavy machine operator. Started working with equipment. Did that for probably 4 or 5 years, and then became a site supervisor. So then I was in charge of the crews and making sure that we had all the equipment and other supplies that we needed. And then I actually went off to college and got a degree in hospitality and tourism management. Spent 2 years in the restaurant management division, if you will, and decided that if I wanted to be a family man, that wasn't the career path for me. So I left and went back to the family business. Stayed there until about 2008, when the market started to crash. And then I went to work for Geneva Construction did some asphalt, a lot of grinding, a lot of paving, a lot of parking lot stuff. Did that for 4 or 5 years, and then the job, a water maintenance worker position opened here, and I put an application in and was hired for it. And I've been here 2 years, and now I am your street superintendent. Well, this winter has certainly been much milder than previous winters. Currently, we've had roughly 11 snowfall events, whether that's been a plowing event or just a salting event. We've had 11 events. We're at 20 inches of snowfall currently, which is well below the historical average at this time. Last year, we did 18 total events, and it was, I believe, 40 inches of snow total. And then the crazy year a couple years ago, where it snowed every other day, was 44 events and 64 inches of snow. So this year has been significantly milder, and just kind of easy for me to step into and get my feet wet. The city patches potholes. It's actually a year-round process. Obviously more in the winter than in the summer. At least once a week, we're out scouring the town to see what potholes have popped up and what other ones need attention that have been around for a long time. We've just recently did all of the snow routes, State Street, 25, 31, and the other snow routes that we have. And we do cruise through the residential areas and put it down if we do see a pothole. The best way to report it is you can either go online and fill out the request tracker, or you can just call the Public Works office at 630-232-1501 and leave a message with the ladies up front, and they'll get it back to us and we'll come fill it up for you. Well, the old curbside mailbox ordinance was 40 years old. And the biggest changes to highlight are the reimbursement cost. Over the last 40 years, the rate of inflation was roughly about 132% from when the ordinance was originally written. So we reflected that change in the reimbursement cost to up to $75 instead of $25. And the other thing that we changed in the ordinance was the U.S. Postal Code, what their requirements are for the height of the mailbox and the distance from the curb. We changed our ordinance to match the current U.S. Postal Code, and those are the changes that were made to the mailbox ordinance. If your mailbox is damaged by snow, you can either report it online or call Public Works, and make sure you keep a copy of your receipt so that we can reimburse you. Yes, we do sweep the streets to keep the debris from collecting near the storm drains. We are currently contracted under Hovind Disposal to sweep all the residential streets, including downtown parking lots and just the downtown business district itself. They sweep the residential streets roughly 8 times a year. It's scheduled to start the last week of March and runs through the first week of December. And they also, like I said, they also clean the downtown street parking lot, or the downtown parking lots. They do that once a week. And if you do happen to notice any sort of debris in between those times, feel free to call the Public Works Department and let us know. Or you can even clean it up yourself if you feel so inclined. But always go ahead and give us a call and we'll come out and clean up the catch basins if you notice anything. Well, the Emerald Ash Borer did a number on the trees in town. We had roughly 2,800 ash trees throughout the city. All of them were affected in one way or another. We have currently taken down about 2,700 of them. We spent the last almost 10 years dealing with this Emerald Ash Borer. Hopefully we'll have the remaining 100 taken down this year, and we'll be finished with that particular program. Yes, the city does trim Parkway trees. As a matter of fact, we are starting to get back into that. With the Emerald Ash Borer being priority number 1 the last several years, we've gotten away from the regularly scheduled maintenance of the Parkway trees. However, now that we have started to catch up, we are getting more into the Parkway tree trimming. We have it broken down into 5 zones, and we are actually currently working around the Eagle Brook area, and we should be looking to wrap that up either the end of this week or next week. And then as the weather warms up some more, we'll continue into another one of the zones. But we are trying to make it a 5-year Parkway tree trimming program. Well, you can place an order for a Parkway tree through the Public Works Department. The deadline has passed this year, but you can go ahead and get on the list for next year. If you look at the city's website, the details for the 50/50 program are on there, and you can also get a list of approved trees for this year. So you can pick out which different tree. There's 10 different trees on there, so you can pick out one of those 10 trees to put up, and we'll be happy to plant those in the next year. If you did make the deadline this year, the trees will be coming in second or third week of March, and the plantings will start first week of April. If you'd like to find out more information about the street division, you can always stop into Public Works at 1800 South Street, Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. You can also call 630-232-1501. And you can always go to the website at geneva.il.us to find the most updated information.